toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Badgers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Took a shot as he threw.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got his man quickly. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him.
Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Jones. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Got his man.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UCLA. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Snagged in the middle. It's Dupree. Still running at the 40. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds and the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better check.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Badgers. The AT unit on the field.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. There he goes. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the tight end. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He breaks a tackle. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild 1st quarter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll keep it himself. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Badgers want to move quickly.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the catch it right into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Skips away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down. And that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Bring in the heat. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Flores. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Forced down in the pocket. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys are looking.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA. Extra point here will tie the game. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Badgers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Quarterback moving. Finds a man on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll pull it down. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Bruins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Badgers will have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Rolls it in. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance. And Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun to give to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward.
Turning it on. Got some momentum to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That's It's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Wow, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Bruins had this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Tackled there by the defense.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hilton. At the 40, there he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. And he got away from the defense. Takes it in. Touchdown, Badger. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
Yeah, and I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. It's complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Quick step and go. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. The sure hands, it's Marshall. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. The Bruins trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Snap in the shotgun. Here's the pressure. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice two-point conversion play.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Dupree. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The give as they work on that clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for room. It's Dupree. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Out of the shotgun on third down. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Badger. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, We've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Starts to scramble to the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The short hands, it's Hilton. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot